Hello friends, and welcome to today's video where we're going to talk about ENHYPEN's Dark Blood, but first, I want to say in advance, I don't know if you're going to actually be able to hear it in the video itself, but as the human being in this location, there's birds feuding outside. They're squawking at each other and they're fighting, and if you can hear it, I'm sorry, I was trying to wait until they were done, but it's been like 5 whole minutes of them doing this, and I'm tired of waiting, so if you can hear them, I'm sorry. What do you want me to, do you want me to kill the birds? That's not going to happen, so suffer through it. Anyway, just go over this is gonna work. I'm gonna run through the track list, give you my thoughts on each song, and then give the album a score out of 10 at the end. However, I do have some disclaimers before we continue. Disclaimer number 1, I've heard this album twice so far. I'm staying at my mom's house because she decided to go to Italy with my sister because she hates me. So she's out of town, so I'm watching my dog, which means I'm at my mom's house, so I listened to it on the way to my apartment, and then I listened to it when I took these notes. So 2 listens in, but my opinions on these songs very much may change over time. Second disclaimer is my standard one. Everything I say in this video is just my opinion. You do not have to agree with my opinion because, as the mug always says, music is subjective, and that is great. Alrighty, now that we have all of that out of the way, we can actually get started. And our very first song is Fate, which is it a hype thing? Because I don't think Tux does it, and Bangtan has a complicated intro thing, but I know the Seraphim does spoken intros. Is it just a hype thing? Because this song is like 60-ish% spoken intro, and then the last minute is the actual song. And if I'm being honest, I don't love it. It's just, I feel like the spoken intro part really isn't giving, and when that's the first whole 90 seconds, it's not ideal. The singing part is good, I will admit that. That last minute, which is them actually, singing, I liked that part. If the entire, 90-second intro had been that, it would have been lovely. But for a 2.5-minute intro where 90 seconds of it is just not giving and just speaking, and then you have a great minute at the end, it's just, I'm not the biggest fan of it. On to the next song, which is also the title track, Bite Me. And I am extremely conflicted about this song because there are parts of it I like. For the most part, I like it. There are parts of it I love, and then there's just certain parts, really just one part in particular that keeps coming up that I cannot stand. But let's start with the positives, shall we? Right off the bat, the opening to this song is amazing. This is the part that played in the teasers, at the end of the teaser when they play the song. This is the part they played, and I loved it there. I was ready for it to be ENHYPEN's best title just based off that. And here, I am convinced the best part of this song is the first 10 seconds. As for the verses, I enjoyed them. I thought they were good. I do prefer the first verse over the second verse, but it's not that deep. It's not by that wide of a margin, and I think it's just that the first verse is longer, and the second verse is pretty short and quick, and then it's done. But both verses were good, if you ask me. As for the chorus, it slays. I loved this chorus so much. I thought it was amazing. And, I'm not going to say it's the best chorus in any ENHYPEN title, because I am still obsessed with Tamed Dashed, but I will say it's top 2 because this chorus is exceptional. Now for the thing that really just brought the song down so immensely for me, which is the pre-chorus. I am convinced this pre-chorus is the worst thing to happen to an ENHYPEN title ever, not because it's the worst sounding thing, but because it damn near ruins this song. I loved this song my first listen in, until we got to the pre-chorus. That first pre-chorus, everything changed for me. I actually want to know who approved it, who thought this was a good idea, who created this, because I need to inflict violence on someone, because I hate it. I hate it so much. It's also just bad for the song in general, in spite of being something that I don't enjoy. There are songs that I don't enjoy, but I can appreciate them. This is just bad for the song. It messes with the flow, it doesn't sound good, and I don't like it. I will admit, I also don't love that there's no bridge, but that's something I can overlook. The pre-chorus, on the other hand, I think I'm going to have to Stockholm myself. I think that's the only solution. I think I have to Stockholm myself into liking this pre-chorus because I like the rest of the song so much that I feel like it has to happen. Big picture, though, this isn't ENHYPEN's worst title, if you ask me. However, going in, I thought it could have been one of their best. I really thought it could have been Tame Dashed level, and it's not. It's not. It's maybe top 3 on its best day. It's probably their 3rd best title, if I'm being honest. But it's just, I'm disappointed. I'm very disappointed in what we got, and it's entirely the pre-chorus's fault. Moving on, our next song is Sacrifice, and then, parentheses, Eat Me Up. And it's pretty good. I enjoyed it. I think it has, fever energy. Maybe this is just a me thing, but when I was listening to it in the car to get here, I was like, this feels like Fever. It feels like Fever 2.0. And I enjoy Fever, so I'm not mad at the Fever energies. But let's actually discuss the song, shall we? The verses are quite good. I enjoyed them, and I loved the pre-chorus. Plus, the chorus is solid too. On top of that, the bridge is great, but I also have nothing else to say about the song. Like, it's nice. It's a very vibe-worthy song. Like, I will lay back and vibe. I feel like this would also make good background noise. But aside from that, that's all I got. So let's keep going. Next, Chakani. I know that's not how you pronounce it. It's like Chakone or whatever. I'm a bad French person, don't worry about it. But I read it on when I saw the track list, whenever the track list came out, I read it as Chakani, and it made me laugh a lot when I read it that way, so that's how I've been referring to it in my head like this entire time. Like when I was looking at the track list to listen to the album, when I was hearing it, like it's Chakani to me. Anyway, as for the song itself, I get it. I get it. I get the vision. I get what we're going for. I see what we're trying to do. The problem is, it's not something I like. Like, the verses are fine, and the chorus is nothing offensive, but I feel like for the most part, this song just really isn't giving anything. The sole exceptions to that are the pre-chorus and the bridge. The guitar does something to the pre-chorus. It does demonic things to it. I really like that. And also the bridge is a full-fledged moment. However, I don't think it's enough to save the song. That said, I can absolutely see myself changing my mind about this song. Just by the second listen, it had already grown on me a lot from the first one, so I can definitely see after another few listens it becoming something I really enjoy. So as of right now, I'm gonna say I'm not the biggest fan of it, but I don't hate it. However, in the future that might change. We have reached my favorite song, which is Bills, and I was actually gonna make a Destiny's Child joke. Like when I saw it on the track list, I was really thinking about making a Destiny's Child Bills, Bills, Bills joke. And then I heard the song, and it's easily, if you ask me, the best song on this album, and it doesn't deserve to be compared to a far superior release. As for the ENHYPEN Bills, though, it's great. Right off the bat, I loved the chorus. I won't say it's bright and fun, because I did read the lyrics, and they're definitely not fun or bright or happy in any way, but I will say that the chorus hits. As for the pre-chorus, it is very enjoyable, not just because I am an accountant, like I have a degree in accounting, and the lyrics for the first pre-chorus, very fun from an accounting standpoint, but like it's also just a great pre-chorus. The verses are great too, really all around. I just enjoyed listening to this song. I won't say it's their best song or their best B-side, but I do like it a lot, and it's definitely up there for me. Anyway, last but not least, we have Karma, and this is another song where I get it. I get it. I see the vision. I understand what we're trying to do. However, it's once more not for me entirely because I've said this before. I don't like overly loud things when I listen to music. I don't listen to music to get headaches, and this background music is too loud for me. This song isn't a total lost cause, don't get me wrong. Like, the parts that have toned down background music, I actually enjoy a lot. Like, the pre-chorus is very nice. And I can get behind the verses. The second one is actually quite good, if I do say so. However, a lot of my issues with this song, aside from the background music, reside in the chorus, because I have issues with this chorus. First, it's too loud. We've already said it. I don't like music that gives me a headache. This background music especially is too loud. I don't like it. On top of that, it also just doesn't hit. Like, I feel like it could have been doing more. However, the biggest issue I have is absolutely with the lyrics. This song commits a Simon Cardinal sin, which is what I have dubbed pussy swearing, aka the line, "I don't give a what," makes me irrationally angry. I know I've ranted about this in another video, I do not remember which one, do not ask me, but in some other video, I've talked about this where if you're not gonna swear, that's fine. That's totally fine. No one can make you do anything you don't want to do. However, I need you to change the lyrics because saying "I don't give a what" a bunch of times, like, say fuck. It's not gonna kill you. You can say fuck. The world will keep spinning. If you want that, then you have to commit to it. If you don't want to say fuck, I'm sorry, but you need to change the lyrics. Score time. Overall, I'm gonna give this album an 8.4 out of 10. Aside from my issues with the title, which I don't want to bring back up, I will just say I am extremely disappointed. Of the B-sides, I only really liked one of them. One of them made me irrationally angry, and the other two I have complicated relationships with. But I guess I would say none of them were objectively bad songs, which for ENHYPEN is unfortunately progress. So yeah, 8.4 out of 10. And that is all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. Feel free to comment your thoughts on this album down below. Let me know what your favorite song is. You can also like and subscribe if you want to, or don't. I will be okay either way. And if you want to hear more from me, you can follow me on Twitter at @albumreviews. I'll link that in the description along with every other ENHYPEN review that I have done, so you can check all that out if you so choose. But yeah, thank you again for watching. Bye!